Ever since I was a young child, my parents, especially my father, always pressured me. The only son born, my father expected me to pass on the family name and take over his business as a glass blower. I was always jealous of my six sisters. They were all so beautiful and caring, and we never got under the stress I received growing up. I didn't have male friends as a child. I played constantly with my sisters and their girlfriends. I was never ashamed of being feminine. My parents, they were appalled. My father beat me one day because he learned I would introduce myself as a female. People truly thought he had 7 daughters. I know if I stay here, I will only cause my parents disappointment. So I will leave and find a life I am truly destined for. Life was hard coming from home. I was robbed and beaten, homeless and hungry, and completely helpless in a town I'd never seen before. In a time of dire need, they were there to revive me. The Eunics took me in. I'd have died on the streets if it was not for their great generosity. The eunuchs were very kind to me. They barely had enough food for themselves, yet they took me in. I lived in a 1-room apartment with 9 units. I would go begging for food and money with them, but this was our major source of income. Some of the younger eunuchs also worked as prostitutes. They'd bring customers home, and through the privacy of a curtain, do their business. As disturbing as it sounds, I was comfortable with these people. Unlike my parents, they were caring and respectful to me. I truly felt as if I found my niche in life. The group was excited and celebratory when I announced my decision to get the operation and become a eunuch myself. None of the others regretted their decision. They told me how free and happy they were with the results. I truly hated being male. As I entered puberty, hormones made me feel uncomfortable and confused. I would pray for my sexual desires to diminish, but I came to be controlled by urges. I really wanted to concentrate on more spiritual revelations. We traveled out of the city for the ceremony to a aggressive bamboo forest in the mountains. This caused the group great celebration, for the day of castration is considered to be the most sacred event in the eunuch's life. We smoked a pipe of opium to prepare mentally and physically for my great ordeal. Somewhat conscious, I remember the pain I felt as the surgeon constrained and severed my testicles. Hot wax was poured on the wound to prevent infection. Even with the wax and opium, I sat bleeding in horrible pain. The group celebrated this blood flow as my first menstruation, signifying the end of my male life. I was happy with the operation. only disappointment is that they did not remove my penis. It will forever serve to remind me of the days I lived as a man. The eunuch surgeon was unable to remove my penis because so much blood was lost in the extraction of my testicles. I would have died from blood loss. My penis was an irritation. It has always been very large, making it difficult to be feminine in exposable clothing. It also disgusted me to have such a masculine organ. It was of no use to me. Someday, when I get enough money, I will also have my penis removed. I also resorted to drastic measures to make ends meet. I've tried prostitution, but hated the idea of being penetrated by a man who I have no sexual desire for. It might as well be rape. If the group desperately needs money, I will sell myself, but they understand my extreme heat for the profession. Men won't pay much for a eunuch prostitute, and the work is very long and hard. Part of the eunuch's lifestyle is the sacred performance and blessing of significant events. Although we are looked down upon, eunuchs are considered to have powers to bless and curse the lives of others. Through these musical performances, we are able to earn meager sums of money which pay for our impoverished lifestyle. At 25 years old, I was well established in the eunuch community and earned the money to travel home and visit my family. I felt obligated to see my mother, for I left 10 years ago and never left her an explanation for my disappearance. I wrote to my mother, and we agreed to meet up in a local temple in my hometown. She was very distressed yet eager to see me. She told me that our reunion must be brisk, for if my father learned of my new identity, he would surely kill me. It all became very clear to me now. I was predestined for this lifestyle. My birth family will never accept me back. The eunuchs are my family now. We take care of each other. Society is disgusted by my kind, yet I am happier I am a eunuch. When I was a boy, I was constantly pressured by my father. He was determined to have a business-worthy son, but that was never me. Individuals don't understand me, and I don't expect them to fully comprehend our lifestyle. But what bothers me the most is how they treat us like smut. They accuse eunuchs of kidnapping and castrating young boys, yet in my 20 years of living in the community, this has never occurred. We are simple and compassionate people, unable to fit into regular society, so we created our own. We beg for money and food because no one will give us a real job. Society claims we are useless, but I wonder how they would react if we would all disappear one day. Who would bless the weddings, the children? Who would sing and dance at the parties and in the streets? Who would please the men who could not afford a woman? India needs the eunuchs. I wish more people could understand this.